Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here. It's time for an epic discussion video. So, yeah, I guess a little special video, if you will. This one's about the Brust fans. So y'all get a discussion video. Also got a Wawa sandwich. So, yeah, I got a Wawa sandwich here, man. But we're going to be doing an epic Beyblade Brust discussion video. So, yeah, before getting into it, I got to show off the Valkyrie chain. You already fucking know, man. You already know, man. Hell yeah, man. You talk about like what? Talk about like 10 years? 10? Whatever. You know, sometimes it could be either or. It might be 10 this way, but you know, it's fine. You know, it's just how the video is. But yeah. But you talk about like 10 years of Brust. Brust starting in like what? 2015, 2016 type shit. So yeah. Because, yeah, 2015 and 2016, in between those times, actually getting into Brust and stuff, and you talk about starting my journey as a blader in the Brust era, if you will. So you talk about, like, coming into Beyblade during the Brust era, man. Hell yeah, man. Like, if anyone doesn't know the story, went to my Beyblade camp. My mom put me in the summer camp. And I made videos on it. It's on the channel. I think I made a playlist for it. If not, then you can just look up like Kimbo 3-in-1 like camp, Beyblade camp or some shit. I think I did made a playlist. So yeah, you can go and watch that if you want to like hear the backstory. I even tell it even with those videos and stuff. But you talk about my mom putting me in the summer camp, which is Mount Pleasant Playground. You know. If you're from Philly, then you already know. If you're from like what, I guess like from Philly. If you're just, I'll just say it like that. But if you know, you know. And that camp holds a special place into my heart because you talk about like all the kids. You know, you talk about like the kids and stuff, bringing Beyblades and stuff, playing with Beyblades, and they even pulled me into it. Even getting fascinated with the shit, and you know, if it wasn't for that camp that got me into Beyblade, you know, I don't even know where I would be, truth be told, if it wasn't for those kids. So I appreciate them in a major way. But you know, you talk about getting fascinated. I think they had a Metal Fight Bay. I think it was like some Metal Fight Bay, because yeah, it was like a Metal Fight Bay. Forgot what it was. I think it was like a Flame Sagittario or some shit. But it was like some kid had like a metal bay, you know, and they brought it in and got it fascinated because of the spin top and shit. And then, you know, rest is history from there, I guess. You know, actually never had the money, you know, because obviously, you know, didn't have the money at the time. And I was making, because I was into Legos in the time, I was making Lego Beyblades out of that shit. And then brought my first Beyblade, or either one of the two. It's like intertwinable or whatever. I think I started watching the show around because I had Lego Beyblades around the time, and then I noticed that there was a TV show for it, and I started watching it, and I think that's when I got my first Beyblade, which is Rising Ragnarok. So, you know, Ragnar too, some shit, I don't know. But yeah, but that's basically how I got into Beyblade, and rest is history from there, type shit. But you know, you talk about 10 years, man. You talk about Brust, especially like 2015, 2016. You know, I know it's like 2016 bringing back the type shit with Beyblade. I love seeing it, man. I really do. You know, I love seeing all the videos like 2016, them including Beyblade, because I definitely think Beyblade was definitely a part of our childhoods, especially Brust, because you know, like, I would relive it, man. I won't even lie to y'all. Like, it was such a dope time frame growing up, being a part of Beyblade. This is why I love this game. I love it so fucking much, man. This is why I want to do this shit full time for y'all. And even trying to keep up with the X releases, y'all know. But yeah, man, but we're going to get into it, man. This is a special video. I guess this is some summer shit, you know. This is like a summer type of a special video. But Kimbo decides to drop it, so I guess we're going to do this. We are going to be ranking the top 10 strongest bladers from Beyblade Brust. So There's going to be a series of me going down the different Beyblade seasons. So, all of them. and ranking the top 10 strongest characters. So, I also go by off of show preferences and stuff. So, this is basically based off of the show with things. So, yeah, man. And also, if you don't know, there's, like, I made X ones as well. So, y'all can go and check it out. But these are kind of like that, you know, just for the Burst ones. But yeah, but we're going to get into it. So, my top 10 strongest characters from Burst. So, a lot of people have different opinions. Just, honestly, just respects to the opinions and stuff. And I'll probably make some honorable mentions with the series that I'm doing. But yeah, but top 10. And I go off of like the, you know, I go up the list. I start from 1 to 10, you know, just because, you know, it's easier to gather thoughts from starting like from ground zero, so just starting from the 1. And that being the strongest one is the antagonist, Louis Shirosagi. Louis Shirosagi being the top 1. The strongest one is Louis Shirosagi. So, Louis Shirosagi in the National Individuals Tournament actually won over Vault, which I mean I know was a thing about, what if Vault never made the crack in the stadium? Oh, like what if Spriggan never break type shit like that, you know, like some what ifs, if you will, with things. But a lot of people take them seriously. A lot of people take it seriously. But just going off of how it was in the show, you talk about Louis Shirosagi being like the antagonist of season 1. He was mainly that character that never loses, you know, because he played the antagonist role with things in a major way, but like he never lost. Like, I mean, he lost with rounds, but he lost with rounds, of course, with Vault and Shu and stuff, etc. But he was like that man that he never lost like a full-fledged battle, if that makes sense. So if you put the pieces together, you talk about Louis losing rounds, but this man is like basically undefeated with like a whole battle, if you will, with things, you know. But then you got the runner-up, which is my top 2 is Vault. The runner-up with this. So Vault and Louis managed to make it to the finals at the International Individuals Tournament. They made it to the finals to face off against each other, and then that's when Vault made the crack in the stadium, and then by a hair, man. Like, it was close. It was really fucking close, dude. But honestly, if the crack wasn't in the stadium, I would honestly said Vault would win. But there's just what ifs with it and just going off of show preferences with it. Well, Louis' number 1, Vault's number 2. Like, Vault's like that underdog type shit, kind of like how Bird is, because they like the pattern definitely switched with this, and they obviously broke the code with this, because normally how you see it at the end of like different shows or different arcs, we basically see the antagonist losing to the protagonist, you know, like hero comes out on top type shit. But that didn't happen because of the crack in the stadium. Valkyrie burst. So, you know, that little type shit, you know, is kind of similar to what they did with X, even with Pendragon and Persona. So that was a dope callback, you know, to that. You know, but they definitely broke the chain with that, you know. But even with this, they're like, it even shows how Vault is strong. Like, it's a given. Like, a lot of people sleep on Vault in a major way. Like, it even shows how far he gotten in this tournament, which is insane to think about. But yeah, but I definitely say Vault's number 2. Number 3 is Shu Kornai. Getting choked on bugs, it happens while you're outdoors and shit. But yeah, but number 3 is Shu Kornai, man. This man motherfucking Shu. So, Shu Kornai. Top 3 strongest characters. So, with Shu Kornai, he managed to actually get to the point where he was at Louis. You know, they were in the finals together. So, you know, Vault Shu made a promise like, oh, see each other in finals, and then they made it to the finals. They made it to the top cut 4 with things. And, yeah, you talk about, well, yeah, the top 3. Because it was Shu versus Vault. Yeah, the top 3 or the top 4 or whatever. But Shu managed to face off against Louis. Now, with the battle against Wakia, Spriggan, because Shu was using a lot of power on Spriggan. And the battle was so intense to where the point that Spriggan got a crack. It cracked during their battle. Which it wasn't Shu's fault. It wasn't Wakia's fault. You know, it was just like the battle was super intense type shit. You know, the battle was so intense that it made their base, or it made Spriggan crack because Shu pushed it in a major way. You know. But yeah. The Shu managed to climb up with Louis after that, you know. And then just how Louis is, because it wasn't even Louis' fault, you know. It was just because, like, their battle against Wakia managed to make Spriggan cracked, you know. Because the battle was so intense, their power was going so powerful. You know, it definitely showed with that battle in a major way with things. But yeah, but Shu definitely number 3, I would say. Number 4, I would probably give it to. Okay, there's a twist with this. Okay, the Supreme 4. So I guess the remaining bladers of the Supreme 4. So this is honestly tough. This truth be told, because like it's like intertwinable with these ones. But I would probably have to give the number 4 spot to Zack the Sunshine. Zack the Sunrise, or Zack the Sunshine. You know, this character definitely had a lot of potential to come back and like Beyblade God or Evolution. And they did this man dirty. They did this man dirty in a major way, because I like Zack the Sunshine Zack the Sunshine, you know, he was one of them characters that definitely deserved to come back in season 2 of Beyblade God or Evolution. You know, they even made a bay for him, man, like Zillion Zootron or some shit. Or no, Galaxy Zeus. They made Galaxy Zeus, but he, like, I think he showed up in the manga with it, but like in the show he never had it. He never returned. You know. So, like, I'm just like, why the fuck did they never put him? Because it was a good opportunity. Because they basically had all those four spin emperors in, like, season 2. But they left out Zack, which just made me mad. Like, I mean, if there was any characters that I would probably said, like, that would have, like, in the season 2, season 1 aroma. If there were any, like, returning characters I would have probably seen or probably asked for, it would probably have been Zack. Just truth be told, because they hyped up this man in a major way, like being a fucking pop star type shit. And even with the battle against him with Vault, you know, because he faced off against Vault, having that whole like pop star aroma, like the girls like fan like blushing over him and shit. But it made it to where the point that battle was the last battle for Zack, because this man did some retire type shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, this man did some retire shit. Where he did some retire shit. We're like, he was basically like a pop star, and then he retired, you know. He retired after the battle with Vault, like, I guess, like, because, like, Vault managed to pull off, like, what, the Spring Boost, I guess, like, and even Zack's launch, you know, because it was so fucking sick, dude, like him twirling around, dude, it was so fucking sick, dude, like, him turning around and stuff, and kind of taking inspirations from Vault's launch, if you will, with things. But yeah, but I would say Zack is number 4. Number 5, probably I would say Xander Shakadera, or Xander, you know, Xander Shakadera, or Shaka, or Zan. Yeah, I would say him is number 5. He's definitely number 5. Even with the battle against Xander and Vault, like that was intense. We talk about battle against the friendships. Oh yeah, you know, like it shows. Like the Supreme 4 definitely made the top 5 cut. You know, and that's just honestly just my opinion. Like the 4 spin emperors, they're already strong in a major way, and you just put the icing on the cake with like Louis, Shu, and Vault type shit. Y'all know. But yeah, but that's the top 5. Now this is where it gets a little hard. Now we got the top 6 with things. So going down the line with things. The top 6, this is where we gotta put the motherfucking clocking. Gotta clock the brains. Is it clocking to you? Clocking 8 o'clock mirage type shit. But this is where I would say it gets hard in a major way. This is where it's tough. I would probably give number 6 to. I would probably give it to Wakia. Like, I mean, it's tough. It's really tough with this. But I would give number 6 to Wakia. Because Wakia made it far. And, like, a lot of people sleep on this man Wakia. Like, he made it far in the International Individuals Tournament. He made it to shoot. You know, even things. And, like, people say Wakia should never be on this list. But it shows how the fuck, dude, he made it. He made it to the top 10 cut of this tournament. Like, it shows, like, this man, damn Wakia, man. Gotta give Wakia his flowers. I mean, just going off of season 1, yeah. Wakia definitely deserves to be on this list. Yeah, like, should be Wakia type shit, but Wakia, I think a lot of people's gonna sleep on Wakia on this list. Like, come on. Like, Wakia made it to the top 10 cut. He made it to the top 10 cut of the International Individuals Tournament. Like, come on. Even him getting the shoe, like, come on, man. Like, that's saying something for real. But yeah. But then my top, this is fucking tough, dude. This is really like some teeth grinding shit. I don't fucking know, man. Okay, this can go either ways. This can go either or. It's gonna be some intertwinable type shit. I would probably say number 7 might be Kira. You know, the Kira Yame or some shit. You know, she was basically like that, or he, whichever. I think he was a he, but he was kind of like that. Like, you know, I think she was on the same team as Zach at one point. You know, but she was also like that pop star type shit. You know, the owner of Acid Anubion or Atlas Anubion. You know, but she was also one of those dope characters that kind of took inspiration from Zach, if you will, because like she was also that one. Like, okay, a lot of people like fan blowing over, but yeah. So I would definitely give it to Kira Yamayante or some shit. I forgot her last name. Just going off the top of the dome with it. Number 8, I would probably give it to Ken. I won't even lie to y'all. Ken was also one of them bladers. Like, Ken also was like that Wakia. Like, okay, Ken made it. Like, Ken made the damn shit. Like, even Ben and Ken, you know. Like, Louis, like, I mean, of course, like, Louis versus Ken. Like, this is obviously a battle where, like, we saw Ken's downfall in this tournament. Because Louis literally beat it, Quinn. Like, come on, it's Louis. But Louis beat it, Quinn. I mean, Louis beat Ken. You know, Ken the Glory, you know, with Kaiser Kirbius, or Kirbeus. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dog warrior of the underworld or some shit. I don't know. But, yeah, but Ken the Glory. And like I said, I'm going to try to say their last names. I kind of forgot a few. But Ken the Glory was also one of them characters, man. Like, come on, man. Like, of course, she went down to Louis, but yeah, it's Louis at the end of the day. You know, but it even shows how strong Ken made it, you know, even making it to face Louis. So that was dope. And I would probably say number 9 and number 10. This is tough, man. It really gets down to at a point, it really gets some grinding teeth type shit. Because that's why I said I start off going with it and then I just right out going with the flow of things. But yeah. But number 9, I'll probably give it to Gabe. The owner of Gigagaianon. The owner of Gigagaianon, Gabe. You know, he was a part of the team. He was a part of the team with Louis, which that was insane. Like, him even being a part of the team, Louis, and even being a part of things. I forgot. What was his last battle? I think the very last battle he faced it off against, I forgot. I forgot what later got past Gabe. But, yeah. But, you know, but he was basically a skilled blader who trained with Louis, which it was so fucking dope. Like Gigagaianon had that awesome design. It was dope with things. So yeah, so he made it to the top 16, which that's big, man. That's big. Him making it to the top 16 cut, like, come on. Like, even was a part of things with Louis, so yeah, it shows how strong he is. But yeah, but Gabe is definitely one of those characters that I would definitely see, like, he's definitely overrated. I would probably say, like, he made it to the top 16 cut, and that's obviously where he lost, but yeah, it shows even how far he made it into the top 16. But yeah, but the number 10, I would probably give it to Quan, or Quan Quaxico! You know, the skateboard dude, you know, Quan Limon. There you go. So the top 10 is Quan. Quan was such a dope dude. He was dope as hell. Like, even just how him with the skateboard shit, it was so fucking dope. Like, Quan, you know, and you talk about, I think the very first battle, too, was Quan versus Vault in this tournament as well. Which that kind of kicked things off with, like, this tournament, I think. But then they were actually the very first ones to face off, I think. Well, I mean, for the MC, of course. That was his first, that's actually, fun fact, that was actually his first battle against Quan. But don't get it twisted, man. Quan Quaxico, man, it was a dope Beyblade, man. It was a really dope Beyblade. Really, really dope Beyblade, man. I remember having it. It was something. But yeah, man. But yeah. But that's about it for this. Pretty long one, you know. Just kind of wanted to give a little backstory on how, like, I got into Brust, because Brust was a part of my childhood in a major way. And, yeah, you already know. So I'm going to treat this as a little series. I will be doing a Beyblade Season 2 for Hevolution, or Beyblade God. That'll be the next video after this, so stay tuned. But yeah, but I would say it's a pretty good list. Now, this was honestly Kimball's list. I honestly agree with him in a major way. I think a lot of people will probably be a little skeptical about the whole Louis Shoe and Vault thing. But, just going off of show prefaces and stuff, and, you know, you talk about so many bladers, you know, I got a little honorable mention side quest. Okay, my phone took a shit in its diaper. Yeah, you talk about, like, what, I'm gonna try to name off all the burst bays if I can. So you got Victory Valkyrie, Storm Spriggan, Kaiser Kirbius or King Kerbeus, Rising Ragnarok, Wild Wyvern, Death Scyther, Holy Horsude. You talk about Xeno Excalibur, Lost Longinus. So many dope bladers, man. You know, like, and honestly, just out of respects, man. You know, because a lot of these bladers was like the jump start of this series, you know. We didn't see, like, majority of these characters never, like, they never came back, you know. Like, because, you know, except for, like, the strongest ones, like, of course, Louis Shoe, Vault, you know, Wakia, Rantaro. I would probably say for them, we only seen, but, like, majority of them, they, you know, they didn't return, you know. But, yeah. But, you know, just, you know, Unlock Unicorn, you know. So many awesome burst bays, and, you know, definitely giving my flowers to it. But yeah, but if there's any ones that I forgot, y'all leave them down in the comments. You talk about Death Scyther was an awesome bay. Like, what else? What was another burst bay off the top of the dome? Oh, man, I don't know. And, you know, I'm totally fried, the fuck. Zillion Zootron, you know, Xeno Excalibur, Atlas Anubion, you know, Ukio Kabuki with Unlock Unicorn, Holy Horsude, you got bays like what, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, man. I could try to name them off, but I don't know. But yeah, but you get the point. But yeah, but Brust was his awesome series, and, you know, it was such a dope. And there's a thing where, like, there are so many potential characters that had their shine and stuff that should have definitely came back with, like, seasons. Y'all know what I'm saying, but yeah, you know. But, yeah. But I guess that's going to do it with this. This is already a long one. I'm going to end it off here. Stay tuned for the God one, because I will be talking about the God one. But yeah, but anyways, hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash comment down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I will be sure to ring that bell and capture the notified whenever I load a video, you guys. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay awesome and go shoot. We'll let it rip. I'm about to end.